we are a small team here. And this small team also recently went to United Nations World Intellectual Property Organization at Geneva. So, innovation is a buzzword. Everyone talks about innovation. We have seen the mitigating the challenge on this innovation during pandemic in tracing, testing and treating of COVID-19. In fact, when Dr. Purushottam was heading my department, at that time we fortunately transferred one of the technology called Navarakshaks PPE kit to more than 17 MSME. And India was importing PPE kits. But this small effort also make us competent to stand before the nation to mitigate the challenge. So we played a very important role during Corona also. Ayush 64, you might be knowing Ayush 64, one of the Ayurvedic formulation. Government of India declared that it should be useful for medium range COVID patient. So innovation is always market driven, invention driven and technology driven. And we have seen the tracing, testing and treating of COVID-19. So this is the new year resolution for everyone. You all are working in your department as a leader, as a facilitator. And the recent leader of IIT Madras, which plays a very important role, Professor Kamakoti, his vision and mission is that every day one patent from IIT Madras. That means in 365 days they must get 366 patents. That means that is the need of the hour to sustain in the global economy and making the institution, organization and individual competitive in the changing paradigm of innovation of ecosystem. So innovation is a long-term health of economy. That's why we have IPR chair professor at Andhra University. In fact, DSNLU is also getting IPR chair. So many more universities are getting, because we have to strengthen our root, because it is a long-term health of economy, and our students, academia, who are having knowledge, and knowledge must be acknowledged and knowledge must be managed so that we can mitigate the challenge of plagiarism, infringement, piracy. That is one of the biggest challenge for India at bilateral level. In fact, US official is here. US kept India priority watch. This is called USTR 2024 report, 2023 report. That's called priority watch on India by the US Department of Commerce. That is one of the biggest challenge for India in the Indo-US S&T collaboration as far as the IPR issue is concerned. So, innovation plays a very important role, how we can strengthen our ecosystem, strengthen our root so that we can leverage many things, nurturing, leveraging, managing, protecting, monetizing the innovation created by our people. NRDC bridges the gap. In fact, you are aware that at the role of NRDC, I am really grateful to stand here that leadership plays a very important role in connecting the dots, and it is their support, it is their thought and it is their foresight to bringing us and as a national organization who are making us comfortable to mitigate the challenge. In fact, NRDC role is from mind to market, channelizing the technology from lab to the land, technology at bedside to the bedside. So IP protection is one form, but IP management it is another form. IP monetization, technology transfer, validation, market survey is most important. Because जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. And if we want to showcase our product, we must have to protect before showcasing to anyone. Because we are in an economy, that economy is market driven. And we must protect before venturing to the market. So that we should have a freedom to operate in the market. I'll give you some of the example how startup are making us proud, how some of the professor, researcher who got some kind of innovation funding, small funding, making them high and also flying high in the ecosystem of innovation in the country. NRDC as a role plays as a very important role bringing idea to market or bringing Lakshmi and Saraswati together. So Saraswati is nothing but the idea. The goddess Saraswati is normally we call goddess Saraswati is idea, the knowledge. And we must acknowledge the knowledge. And we must acknowledge the creator of the knowledge. So that's the IP we called. And if we take into IP into a next level, that is called monetizing IP, that is called Lakshmi, goddess Saraswati, goddess Lakshmi. So we are playing an important role in managing both Saraswati and Lakshmi together with all kind of value addition you are seeing from IP assistant, market survey, business intelligence. We give small seed funding. Now we are giving in a big way on technology development funding also. And I'll give you how some of the startups are making us proud. Recently I had been to Bangalore and met one of the Dr. Vishal Rao, who is an oncologist. He came out with a voice box. First time in India we'll get a voice box. Those person who could not speak because of the cancer, neck cancer, they will be able to speak. Honorable Prime Minister of India also touch upon that issue. So that is the innovation for nation building and mitigate the challenge. Recently we had a program with United States Patent and Trademark Office on international technology transfer at Delhi. We bring many stakeholders together in connecting the dots, how we can channelize technology from various labs to the industry with all form of value addition. And also for all of your information, we have a technology database. This is available in the website. If you need any kind of technology for your entrepreneurship and startup, you are most welcome. And while sitting, I got 2 queries from Gujarat. I was just responding them, so I could not speaking to all of you. One of the women from Junagadh, from Gujarat, is asking for some electrolyte technology, and from us, and she sent that message, and I pass on to my colleague who is sitting at the office. Now our technology transfer negotiation is going. So wherever we are doing our activity, our mandate, our mission. That's our impact factor in bringing technology to the market. And recently we transfer one of the technology called, we will say green technology, saline water lantern. In sea water you will get electricity. And this was developed by one of the women scientists only. And we transfer this technology to 3 women. One woman is from Visakhapatnam. So how innovation connecting the dot, connecting to community and connecting to the people, that to women towards techno entrepreneurship. So that's our role we are doing in the country, but at the same time, intellectual property is not a challenge for startup, it is for a nation today. When we are seeing the multilateral challenge, when the country is on priority watch list, when there was issues on WTO, as far as our commitment to the WTO under Article 66.2 and also Article 37.2, and also at the end of the day, being a university, the role of university is create knowledge, because we have seen the technology like vaccine came from a university only, and today we are sitting together. So that's the impact in validating technology, and also how intellectual property gives a legal right. That right gives you confidence in the market. That you might have seen the one person who came, Ali Asgar Calcutta wala, who spoke here. And let me also tell you his story. We came from Delhi to Visakhapatnam. He was in the form of coming to the entrepreneurship, and still he is sitting at a place where I am sitting. He had some funding from government. Government also asked us to do the due diligence. Government also asked us to support for intellectual property. We support his patent. We support for his trademark. And we support for his design. And the person last week got National Startup Awards. So innovation, you saw how a person is making the difference. So that is a startup perspectives. Now I am bringing to the university perspectives. Before that, before coming of our existence here, nothing is there on IPR in Andhra University. Let me also tell you frankly. Even professors are not ready to file patent or IP. When Professor Velli Kumari took initiative and giving us a place there in APIS, because we thought that we need a ecosystem where we can leverage all form of people. Earlier, otherwise we are sitting in Andhra University. So from that day to today, you will see lot of transformation. Leadership level, professional level, you will see the credibility of the institution with all collective effort in all form of research, intellectual property, innovation, and today IHUB is one of the example in the knowledge society. So intellectual property is nothing but creating value and extracting value. Ali Asgar came and presented, he created the value, now extracting the value. He created the value because he has a invention, he has a right, he has a monopoly right, he got 2 patents, he had a design, he had a copyright, he had also a SEPC, is a trademark. So that means when he is venturing to the market, he has protected himself when the market is challenging. So when, that is his impact, and that is his visibility, and that is his confidence and loyalty, and people have a trust and given funding, and today he is flying. So innovation, we need to integrate intellectual property into our institution, because jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai. We talked about Harvard University, MIT, many, but we are not talking about the university where a lot of innovation are coming. So we must be vocal for local, we must vocal for Andhra University also. There are many people who are creating the difference, making the difference, institutionalizing, communicating, protecting, leveraging, and also connecting. So we need to integrate intellectual property our institution, and everyone knows that, and that's the serious leadership thought today in many of the ecosystem. APSCI has also taken seriously on that part. We have seen a lot of challenges. Every challenge has created opportunity to us, and the biggest challenges we have seen is pandemic. We lost many of our known faces. I lost many of my friends. I lost in Visakhapatnam also. So that was the many challenging time with pain and agony. But we learned from that also how we can sustain and mitigate our own challenge, and also support for humanity as far as entrepreneurship is concerned. I was talking about Saraswati and Lakshmi. Professor Velli Kumari is a Saraswati who is sitting here. Once upon a time, she was a CEO of a Andhra Pradesh Innovation Society, acting as a Lakshmi. So she was connecting the people, connecting the community, connecting, because there was a program called School Connects, College Connect program was also there. So that the moment still now going on. We are doing a lot of activities. Recently, some of the activities we did. We have never stopped, and in fact we are doing another program in next month in collaboration with USPTO and JETRO in Visakhapatnam. So intellectual property bridges the gap between academia and industry, because of that only somebody will come and invest, because he has a trust on it, confidence on it, and there is no challenge in the market as far as plagiarism infringement is concerned. So some of the technology what we have transferred and commercialized here is IP protected. Without IP, no one will come and invest, because once for everyone, एक बार कोर्ट ऑफ जाते हैं या लिटिगेशन में फंस जाते तो क्या हालत होता है. Everyone knows, in every criminal case or dowry case or whatever the case, you can see date pe date, तारीख पे तारीख. So point I wanted to tell you, everyone needs legal right. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, has given us a fundamental right. Under the multilateral treaty, today we have an intellectual property right. Everyone has the right to protect their intellect, whatever they have created, in maybe an invention or patent, maybe a programming for copyright, maybe a design for your industrial design. The community came out with many products. I came from Odisha Rasagola. Recently I had been to Araku, the coffee of Araku. Madam Juliana, you can enjoy the coffee of Araku. It is a native Araku coffee, and it is a geographical indication of goods in a place which the place is very well connected to 3 states, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Odisha, and the tribal community farming this Araku coffee. There is a village called Anathapali. You will get a Anathapali jaggery. So point I wanted to tell you is that that's our effort in creating awareness among the people. We have our own limitation, we have our own ecosystem, but we have also our standard ecosystem of leveraging such in bringing Saraswati and Lakshmi together. You can see how we transfer the technology from one of the lab to one of the industry. Both the lady are South Indian. One lady is from Andhra Pradesh, another is the lab to me is Tamil Nadu. We transfer this technology called lutein production for marine microalgae, which is useful for our eye for nutraceuticals. So that technology we transfer to the startup company called Vectrogen Biological Private Limited, and product will be shown in the market. So this is innovation, value creation, and that's the role of NRDC in connecting the dots, collaborating academia and industry, connecting people, creating awareness and also trust, so that we can bridge the gap between knowledge creator and the industry. Navarakshaks PPE kits, one of the technology, and today we are enjoying the benefit of this technology in mitigating many challenges, including the pandemic. So that's our role. Many institutions, many organizations, many defense ecosystem which we are a part of it and leveraging their innovation. And this might be a very interesting story for you. In the morning, the CEO might have spoken about this, and this is our effort as a national institution in supporting, leveraging, and also managing, connecting, collaborating, and also you also trust and invite. That's the ecosystem, because wherever there is a funding from any department, certainly they will ask the government department official to nominate or recommend or verify, so that it should not be a problem. That's our role, to safeguard the institution, safeguard the nation funding as far as innovation is concerned. Some of them are making us proud because it is a journey. The Startup India, Make in India, Digital India, Self-Reliance India is nothing but a journey of innovation, transforming India towards self-reliance. Atmanirbharta is the mission and vision of the government, so that every citizen of India should reap the benefit and mitigate the challenge without depending on others. So these are some of the startup MSME who are making us proud in due course of time, which we privilege to support them, leverage them, connecting them, and also giving them a route to fly. Recently, Ministry of Defense also organized a Defense Expo. I was there in Defense Expo at Gujarat. This combat uniform you can see, this was also registered as intellectual property in all forms which are desirable for protecting of this army combat uniform, so that there should be a legal right of this combat uniform before Ministry of Defense. So NRDC role is completely now emerging to a different paradigm, particularly on validation of the intellectual property and also exchanging of intellectual property in a buyer and seller form. And that is the institutional mechanism we have. We are going to create, and already we have created technology assessment. So technology is many. I think you all are very well known that sometimes university academia used to tell they have a technology, but whether that technology is viable for commercialization, that must be assessed by an independent agency or technocentric agency who can certify that yes, this technology readiness level is level 2 or level 3 or level 4, or what are the different levels they have to put to for commercial viability. We have a technology readiness level assessment ecosystem. Our secretary recently inaugurated, and we certify and give an opportunity to a university or institution or labs to brand their product as far as the viability of the technology, as far as market readiness level is concerned. So technology may be ready. Sometimes university professor talks high about his own technology without thinking that whether that technology has a market demand or not. So we must do a market readiness level or market survey. That we do. We have done a lot of market survey report we have with many technology. Sometimes we help, we also suggest, because it is a national organization and everyone has the right to get it. So market readiness level or market survey is most important. And third one, I came from Delhi. So I had a habit of eating roti, but I will not get a roti here in Visakhapatnam. I will certainly get a very good idli and dosa. So point I wanted to tell is that jaisa base, aisa base. Because if the community or if the society is not ready to accept that technology, we must not go. We transfer one of the technology to one of the entrepreneur, and that ladies came and told, अरे साहू सर ये टेक्नोलॉजी तो हम तो लिए थे, कोई काम का नहीं है. मैंने बोला कहाँ बेच रहे हो? वो किसी जगह का नाम बताया, नहीं बताना चाहता हूँ. मैंने बोला यार वहाँ तो सब बिरयानी खाते हो, वहाँ आप जाके दही बड़ा बेचोगे, कौन खाएगा? तो कहने का मतलब है we have to see what is the market accessibility and also societal demand. If you come to PM Palam at Madurvada, there is a place, there are many Oriya stay there, and there is good shop, Oriya shop. You will get both sweet and very interesting food, that which also I like best. So point is that Oriya people are there, ultimately they will look some Oriya kind of food. Am I right or not? So that kind of ecosystem we must look into it, and that is called societal readiness level. So all this we do, and let me also tell you one of very interesting story. We have collaborated with VSPTO, Madam Juliana. We have a collaboration during Dr. Purushottam time only. We signed the MOU with United States Patent and Trademark Office, or one of the agency for US ecosystem, IP governance ecosystem. 2017 we've signed, and still we have a continuity of that collaboration. Many more things. We are recently part of the WIPO Green. We had been to WIPO. I was there at WIPO with many multilateral negotiation activity we did. ARDO, and also recently we signed a MOU Danish Patent and Trademark Office. That means we as an institution collaborating with various bilateral organizations to strengthening our ecosystem in creating, connecting and collaborating for innovation and handhold for innovation. And in fact, we were recently there at WIPO, in the WIPO Green Summit, and also you can see the magazine I have kept, Invention Intelligence was released there. This is, I will pass on to you. This is, there are two publications from NRDC, Aviskar and Invention Intelligence. The basic objective of this publication is to create awareness among scientific community in academia, industry and government on latest innovation, technology, IPR issues, so that academic institutions certainly needs publication, and this publication enhance the opportunity of learning, relearning and co-learning. And that is the fundamental principle of NEP 2020. I had been to recently Manila for a WIPO summit, ASEAN summit, and this is one of the, because ASEAN community has a one challenges, and that challenges how we can learn from each other. And India, NRDC is also networking one ASEAN innovation network, so that we can channelize Indian technology for ASEAN community. We were there at WIPO Green Summit. It is a multilateral negotiation for green technology for sustainable development, and channelizing many more collaboration. So coming to innovation readiness level, sometimes people gives lecture on innovation. I will be practical, because we are doing certainly some a part of the innovation. We must not, for the sake of protecting IP, we must not protect. If we see there is a qualitative and quantitative impact on our publication or design or trademark or invention, then only we should file it or register intellectual property in that form, the patent, design, trademark, all these things. Because as Dr. Purushottam sir told about, it should not be a piece of paper. And this not only create challenges to an institution, because institution is not capable, let me also tell you on record, not capable to pay the annuity. Am I right, sir? It will cost more than 5 lakh rupees, madam. Where the vice chancellor will get for money of 5 lakhs to protect or safeguard one professor? There are many professors will come out with many inventions. So that is the one of the challenge. We must do the due diligence, so that we must mitigate the challenge. And that is the one of the institutional challenge in every university today. Every university, I think India has more than 950 university, 40,000 colleges, 11,000 engineering colleges. But the basic challenge is that they go for patent. In between filing the patent, they forgot once publication. Am I right, sir? So there are many universities here I am also seeing. they will go up to publication. Publication हो गया, patent request for examination तक नहीं जाता है. I know many of the university, it is their standard policy कि आपको publication तक जाना है. We have to get that. Now NAC is also reforming. Now NAC and all these things they are asking granted patent. So it is the biggest challenge now, and that's also we are doing very due diligently connecting to higher ecosystem of education to change the policy practice as per the demand of time. And market readiness level is most important. As I told, जैसा देश ऐसा बेस. मुझे इस देश में रहना है, इस देश का कहते हैं ना, one size of shoe cannot fit all. You may get dalma or chawal in Odisha, but you will not get dalma in Visakhapatnam. Or you will get a good paratha in Delhi, you may not get that paratha in Visakhapatnam, because every region has some speciality and you have to enjoy. भगवान ने वही कुदरत ने बनाया है. So we have to satisfy that, and that's called market readiness level. And we must look what is the demand in the market, then only we should venture into that, so that we can viably connect the dot to the community and society and people at last mile as far as our innovation is concerned. And that is nothing but the dream of our founding father Mahatma Gandhi. Innovation must reach to the people at last mile. So NRDC as a national organization, we have taken Indian technology to globally also. Dr. Purushottam had also handled one of the African technology transfer. India was transferring the tomato production in Ghana. He was spearheading that project, and we took Indian varieties of tomato grown in 6 different parts of the Ghana, and that is our impact factor in connecting the dots, leveraging innovation, and also channelizing innovation, and also transforming innovation to the society as far as the technology is concerned to fulfill the demand of the state or the country. As I told, NRDC is also part of ASEAN Innovation Platform. We are putting all the technological information. Suppose we got a few technology from Andhra University, also will put in that information. We are part of the WIPO Green. Every 15 days we are doing due diligence, selecting green technology and putting in WIPO website, and any kind of information or query comes, we connect to that institution, and that is called internationalizing innovation and creating opportunity for technology transfer. We transfer some of the very, very interesting technology in Visakhapatnam only, called remote operating deep water vehicle, Samudrayan. It is a Prime Minister Deep Sea Mission. You know, you will be surprised. Prime Minister of India has given 4,000 crore rupees for Deep Sea Mission in India. And this is one of the technology which will for Samudrayan. And also many more to the strategic organization. And also you can see some of the green technology, marine well spill bioremediation technology. You are in coastal region. Every day you might be seeing the marine well spill bioremediation. And this technology also we transfer to 2 women and another man who has taken this technology. And also recycling of plastic waste to tile. Fortunately, you are giving water bottle also. This is nothing but a creating pollution of plastic in our society. How to recycle it, and this technology we have transferred. And you can see the how recycle of plastic waste to tile is useful for floor making. You can see in Lodi Road in Delhi. You can see in Hyderabad also. And we transfer this technology to 6 entrepreneurs in the country. This is one of the technology I will tell you at my district in Odisha. This young chap could not get money for his higher education. It is HRPL Private Limited. Yesterday only got a patent from Nobel Patent. Am I right? The person is here. And it is my honor and privilege. This young boy, man, now he is exporting this product to Germany. Seeing is believing. That is our impact factor. And making somebody sustainable, confident, and also a leader in mitigating the challenge of the society. And this is nothing but waste to wealth from particularly from the rice husk mill. I look after WIPO Technology Innovation Support Center. This is the second center in India. This center got 2-time National IP Awards. Last month only we also received award. Channelizing Indian innovation for globally. We transfer many technology We took many technology to the people at last mile, the women, the unprivileged people at village level must get a affordable technology, and we have also showcased Nari Shakti technology, that is called sanitary napkin technology. People at Srikakulam district, we trained them, and also connected in all form of institutional ecosystem, government exhibition, and also connecting to the people at the corporate level as far as the innovation is concerned, and also bringing academia and industry together so that we can transfer, channelize, and also understand what are the challenges faced by the industry where academia can fulfill, and also taking Indian green technology for sustainable development. That is our everyone right to fight and support for United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, and also giving smile to the people at last mile. As I told, Araku coffee, and if you go to Visakhapatnam airport, you will get this coffee, and it is a filter coffee. You will enjoy it, but you can understand the community at last mile who are farming this. How if we brand it, if we protect it, certainly the community will get the benefit, and there is a benefit sharing on this geographical indication. Connecting to the community, those community who are deprived as far as our level of ecosystem, where we can transfer the technology, and that's our role in connecting MSME, industry, startup, and academia together in mitigating the challenge and also empowerment. Anandita is one of my our ambassador who is making the beauty to the Andhra University. There are many such ambassadors you can see. It is a women scientist scheme of Ministry of Science and Technology under Technology Information Forecasting Assessment Council. Many women are empowered to create the job as an IP attorney. And we are privileged that we are also part of this innovation journey, creating women empowerment in intellectual property. And it is a Kiran scheme of Technology Information Forecasting, our ministry only. Every year we create such kind of empowerment, because Jatra Narjyastu Ramante Pujjante Tatra Devata. And we are also celebrating such leadership in Indian governance. The President of India is also a woman from a humble family. Very so we must have to look into that, and we have a such program and policy flagship opportunities there. This is some of our activity. Recently, this center also got a National IP Awards, and it is our honor and privilege to receive. This center also got a National IP Awards in 2020. So last, I think 25 minutes, I think I finished. So problem is never how to get a new innovative thought into our mind, but how to get the old one out. We have to change as per the demand of time, because we have to respect the knowledge, manage the knowledge, and translate the knowledge, and to mitigate the challenge of the society. And that's the clarion call of the government, which is self-reliance in India, because our dependency on import of technology is very high. Only IPR can give us more confidence at bilateral level, multilateral level. And our institution plays a very important role, because it is our root. If we leverage our root, our community, certainly nation will prosper. It is our collective goal, collective mandate, and collective effort. Thank you all of you. God bless you. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah. You have? हाँ बोलो.
In the context of the professor's presentation, that Indians' innovation level is very, very low. What is the cultural reason for it?
Hello?
हाँ जी बोलिए.
Means it's a common question for the both Professor Prashwajit sir and you, sir. What is the reason for the Indian innovation law index being so low? You just in the last slide you
First
just
and
showcased that,
foremost is we are not documenting our innovation. Suppose you are the creator of the innovation, there should be some document that we have seen in the case of Haldi, Neem and Basmati. We fought on patent with the University of Mississippi, with USPTO, on Haldi patent because we miss the information about ownership. Until unless you own, you can't give it. Na? Ownership. Suppose I am giving my laptop. Until unless I purchase this, then only I can give. I can't take Ravi Ishwarup and give it to tomorrow. I will be in jail. So ownership is most important. And today, ownership is particularly in the intangible asset. We have all this ownership called intellectual property ownership in the form of patent, design, copyright, and fortunately this year India filed more than 75,000 patents. So this is granted patent, and this is something we have to celebrate, and everyone effort. मुझे याद है when I in 2004 India was filing 12,000 patents, 12,000 to 75,000, and also there is a very interesting information that domestic patent filing was very high now. Earlier only 20-25% are domestic filing, and I am grateful to Professor Velli Kumari, and I really on the record because of her support, and also we are grateful to Dr. Purushottam sir. He tries his best because there are many challenges. I mean, coming from Delhi and sitting here with no scope, no opportunity, but we created the value. No one can stop us because they may stop me, but I can go somewhere else. So, but because opportunity is there, we are getting a lot of opportunity also, and nothing is permanent in the world. So that is our impact and visibility through collaboratively, because we never say that we are doing, we did because of someone foresight, vision and mission, we are delivering. So every time we are doing, and that's why we are ornament to your USPTO. Morning only, one of the senior officials from USPTO called me about our next initiative at Bangalore. We are doing one at Chandigarh. We are doing another is in Mumbai. So there are series of innovation activities so that we can connect many people, transfer many technologies. So that is one of the reasons. And second is interest. Once upon a time there was no IPR chair professor. Andhra University, one of the I think 100-year university. पहली बार आंध्रा यूनिवर्सिटी को एक IPR चेयर प्रोफेसर मिला. पहले तो होना चाहिए ना, 10 साल के 15 साल पहले होना चाहिए. So that many more institutional ecosystems come out. I hope you got my point. Andhra University, this is such a biggest university. This university has given also a Nobel laureate, second president of India also. So point is that अगर Andhra University इतना late है तो बाकी लोगों को तो छोड़ दो आप. Third one is mindset. Mindset is that अरे यार patent फाइल करके क्या फायदा है? Yes, फायदा तो नहीं है, but आज की डेट में अगर वो लोग अगर फाइल करते पहले, let me tell you, one of the assistant professor, because I came from Jawaharlal Nehru University, at that time he was assistant professor, now he is a secretary of government of India. Secretary of government of India. When I was doing my MPhil, he was assistant professor. Now he is ruling the game in the country in science, technology and innovation. Because he created value, now extracting value. And that is the IP. And suppose if you have a patent, ultimately, oh, he has something he has developed. Because legally you got the patent. That means your invention, the process or product, whatever you created is novel. Because it has three criteria: inventiveness, industrial applicability, and what is that? Novelty. So that is also another point. And fourth one is the awareness. Government already asked the university in 2016 to come out with the IPR policy, institutional IPR policy. If you see in Andhra Pradesh, I think there are 3-4 universities who have IPR policy. Am I right, sir? This is the reality. 2016, when National IP policy came, 5th of May of 2016, Government of India, the UGC, Professor Jain Secretary has sent a letter to all the vice chancellors to come out with the IPR curriculum and IP policy in the form of institutional IPR policy, which will be a Bible for everyone to respect, leverage, protect, manage and share the benefit. Today, Dr. Ravi Ishwarup is here. Madam Professor Velli Kumari is here. Tomorrow she will get a position in some other department, some other country. Even people used to call me, what Dr. Velli Kumari is doing these days. I used to be, Madam is professor. No, she should be a Central University Vice Chancellor. So point is that she made her CV so strengthened that people from outside are asking about her whereabout. So point is that that will be visible to the knowledge society. And that is the respect, that is the connecting the dot for contract research, collaborating research, grant-in-net research, and also sponsored research. Only we have a grant-in-net research program in university. Every professor gets grant-in-net research, but no contract research. Pharma department might be getting some contract research. So point is that is the role of intellectual property. When we had a, let me tell you, in 1 minute I will take.
Yeah.
We visited China, Korea, and Taiwan for our innovation study in 2009. We went to one of the university called Beijing Agricultural University, and we met one professor. We met many professors there, like Professor Veli Kumari, like Ravi and Swami, all different level of professor eminence, associate professor, all the. But we met one young professor, very young, 29-year-old, but he was sitting in a very good room with all form of both capacity and also infrastructure. Then we asked why a professor of senior level is sitting in common room. No, he do not have a project. I hope you got my point. And that professor, the young professor who had 2 international projects, one is from that is I forget the agro-biotech company, the American agro-biotech company. He had a contract research. Under that contract research, that faculty has 25 research professionals, research associate, research assistant, project scientist, scientist B, all these things. 25 people were there. Monsanto, and Syngenta. So point I wanted that he connected to the industry, got contract research funding, and also in that 25, 13 are women. And same thing I would like to tell you. Recently I had been to Sambalpur University. One of my friend is a professor of biotechnology, Professor Naik, Professor Amyo Naik in Sambalpur University. You can see he got 15 crore from World Bank on genetic research project. Whenever you are going to Hirakud, you can visit that university. And we had a lecture there, and fortunately they have given me visiting professor position also. In that we met and we saw his lab, and it is my honor and privilege that many of my distance relatives are working there, and there are 29 people are working. Even 2 research assistants were the daughter of my classmate. You can see the impact factor. I am talking about Sambalpur University, School of Biotechnology and Bioinformatics, Professor Naik. Anytime if you are going to Sambalpur, very close to here only, seeing is believing. Only on contract research, he has created that kind of empowerment and opportunity and livelihood. Because आज की डेट में नौकरी मिलना बड़ी बात है. So thank you all of you. God bless you. Jai.
Tomato. What is the innovation in the tomato technology?
Dear, we took Indian tomato variety because Ghana import tomato from France, 90%. So we took Indian variety, we grown there, we give them the skill, we give them machinery, we give them the technology, we give them the confidence, we give them the weather, salinity, and also empowerment to the people, and we demonstrated them and finally tell them goodbye. Okay? Thank you.
Any questions to Dr. Rahul? I think we're all spellbound for his presentation.
Sir,
Thank
one
you.
question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can a recipe be patented? Recipe.
Yeah, you can.
For example,
Pura.
you're talking about jaggery of Antapalli.
Suno. Abhi, there are 2 people filed the patent on recipe. That those people who have a stall in Delhi Hat. Delhi Hat, dekhe ho na? Delhi mein. So yes, the formulation process. Delhi Hat.
Yeah.
So anything, but it should be innovative. I mean, it should not be somebody has protected.
Somebody got a patent for the biscuit formulation, and somebody got a patent using ragi malt to cure the bone healing process. So it is possible. Only your inventive mindset is important. Thank you, Dr. Rahu. And next lecture is by Dr. Swami. Mr. Swami or Mr. Swami? Yeah, Swami is also one of our associate, I would say we consider novel patent as a part of our team. They are our patent agents or patent attorneys. In fact, we got them on board at NRDC and using the same connections and availing the services of novel patent services for the Andhra University. And, Mr. Swami has got more than 12 years experience in the patent analytics, patent search, patent drafting, across the IP value chain of protection, including prosecution. He makes the replies to the patent examiners' comments, observations, objections. So it's one of the a very professional company available in Visakhapatnam. And anyone wanted to file patents individually, you can approach them. They are doing an excellent job and at a very reasonable price. The patent costs are very exorbitant. With many entrepreneurs, many IP attorneys, these people, they too also have a lot of affiliation and passion to promote entrepreneurship innovation in the city of Visakhapatnam. So they are really offering wonderful services. You can make use of their services. Swami worked for many multinational companies like GE and many oil companies in protecting their patents in India, drafting, filing, prosecution. And thank you, Swami, for finding time and sharing your experiences to educate all our participants, faculty here. So Swami is going to explain in a simple terms, if you have an invention, how to file and how to get rights granted on your invention. That is a basic process. It's also again I am saying in a simple words, but it's a very complex process. So try to understand the process and come out with the doubts and clarifications. In many of our lectures, we learn more from question answers, not simply listening. Listening lectures we learn only 50%. The remaining 50% learning comes by asking questions and listening to the questions raised by others. So be active in asking questions to all our speakers, including Ravi. Don't leave him also, though he's a past speaker.
I don't think we have time for my sister.
there. Come. Thank you so much.
I will take.
Right.
I will take, sir.
Swami is also a guest speaker in all our IP programs, whom we teach IPR, UG and PG students. Chayipatti sir.
వెనకాల అది స్క్రీన్ ఉంది కదా
Thank you, Swami.
आजकल स्वामी का चल रहा है.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to one another. Good afternoon to respected dignitaries here. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for inviting me. Before going to our presentation, I want to give a brief introduction about our company. We are Novel Patent Services. We are providing intellectual property based services, that means patentability such as landscape analysis, FTO clearance based searches, everything. We are ISO based certified company. Okay, our clients engaged are across US, Europe, and India also. Currently, we are working with so many universities, NITs, IITs, and we are working across India, US, Europe. In Europe, we are working for Baker Hughes, General Electric companies, higher appliances. There are so many legal firms. We are members of some of the national and international associations. We are currently 85 plus people, technical engineers are there. We are doing projects in our novel patent services. And as before sessions, all are said about IPR. Purushottam sir very greatly said what is IPR and what are the IPR rights. What is IP? IP means intellectual property. That means it's creation of our mind. Whatever creations of our mind, that is called intellectual property. There are so many properties, tangible assets and intangible assets. This IP means intangible asset. Okay. These are the types of intellectual property rights. We all are know: patents, copyrights, trademarks, trade secret, geographical indication, industrial designs. These all are coming under intellectual property rights. Patent means it's a right given for invention. What is invention? Invention means section 2(1) of J. It's a new process or product or both sometimes. Okay, that is called patent. Then what about trademark? Means it's a sign given for, it's a brand representation or logo for any company. Okay, copyright means it's given for artistic works. Industrial design means it's a shape of the anything object. Okay. Next, planetary rights means it's a given for plants. Sexually product plants will give that planetary rights. Then geographical indication means in some locations they are having some known things, that is Araku coffee, Scotch whiskey, Darjeeling tea, TTD, Tirupati Laddu, those all are coming under this geographical indications. Okay, next, here our session, patent filing procedure. These are the phases we are doing to file a patent. First, we have to you have to sign non-disclosure agreement. That means your invention is in our hands, it is in safe mode. Then you have to submit your invention disclosure form. What is your invention? What are the problems you have to solve, and what are the procedure you have to apply to solve that problem? Okay, what are the advantages of that invention? Okay, those all are coming under this invention disclosure. Then the very much important step to file a patent is patentability search. If we didn't search for if invention is not if invention is patentable, if invention is not patentable, there is no it's waste most of the time and most of the amount also. If we conduct a patentability search, it will give invention is patentable or not. All inventions are not patentable. The invention must satisfy 3 factors. First one is novel, second one is non-obviousness, and third one is industrial applicability. Every invention has novel point. They change the size of the equipment, they change the design of that product. But inventive step, in inventive step there are so many patents rejected due to this inventive step only. In examination point of view, examiner will check is it obvious or non-obvious. If any talented, that means for example, if we consider umbrella and light, if we simply add these 2 things into to make a one device, that is not patentable idea. If we reduce the components to open the umbrella and to illuminate the lamp, then we have some technical advancement in that invention. Then we will get a patent for that invention. If we simply add both 2 devices into to make one device, that will not get into a patent. Okay. Then after the patentability search, if invention is really get a patent, got invention, then we will proceed to patent drafting. Then filing procedure is there. These are the patent filing procedures. I will explain clearly in later slides. Who can file a patent?
No. There is a lag between what you do there and there. Don't worry about it. Continue and it will change. No. It's not that bad.
Okay, who can file a patent? Any inventor, any individual inventor can file a patent, and any assignee. Assignee means Purushottam sir said that company. That means we are the employees of some company. If we invent something, that will coming under assignee. AU is the assignee of that particular invention. Okay, any individual inventor and company also can file a patent.
కర్సర్ మూవ్ చేస్తేనే
రాంగ్ బటన్ ప్రెస్
Yes, sir.
Obviously, that is not.
ఏదో చేయి ప్రెస్ ద రాంగ్ బటన్.
You're not in presentation mode. Please click here. There's some minimize.
అవి ఉంటే కదా
You're closing the presentation.
You should buy a new laptop.
Really,
Just
Meanwhile, we can take some questions. Anybody have questions?
Abhilash?
He is not here.
Not there. Need some tech guys.
So, for example, we filed a patent, it is already done, 36 months is done. So, what will be the status after that?
what 36 means. Actually, there are two types of applications are there. One is provisional application and another one is complete specification application. For provisional, we have 12 months time to implement our invention very betterly. If we have idea only, but we don't know exactly how to do, then there is a chance to file a provisional patent. That means it gives the priority to our invention. That one is the provisional one. Then complete specification means if we have everything in our hands, then we will simply go to the complete specification. Okay. After complete specification,
where did you put the presentation?
It's in running from the pen drive. So it's not moving?
Yeah, because it's actually not
it will publish within 18 months.
presentation mode.
Okay. There is one option is there, early publication is there. If we pay early publication fees, then it will publish in within 1 month. Okay. In after that publication, within 48 months, after 48 months, we have to request for examination, for examiner to examine our invention. There is also one early examination is also there, expedited examination. There we have to submit form 18A. Form 18 for examination, form 18A is for early examination, expedited examination. Then examiner will consider our request and he will examine.
Next one.
Maybe you are looking for the international filing because you are asking 36 months or something.
31 months time is for PCT national
I'm
phase
not asking for
application.
31. I'm just focusing on this 48 months. So the 48 months.
48 months is for examination.
Yeah. So it is already done. So now it is already done.
Next
48
slide,
months
Ravi.
are crossed. So now I would like to know the status.
You can go to the website and give your application number. That the website displays the status of your application. What stage
Within-
it is.
If you didn't request for examination, then will it simply withdrawn from the patent office?
So how much time the provision, I mean the time?
48 months.
Within 48 months you can file.
If
You mean to say like after 48 months, whatever
the application will withdraw from patent office. Yes.
You don't
If
file.
no request, no examination, no grant.
And, is there a difference between innovation and invention? Difference between innovation and invention. Where does innovation figure out? How can we?
Who asked this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Invention means your solution to the problem. By doing research, you found out a pharmaceutical molecule which has got a therapeutic efficacy to cure the disease. Innovation means the process of taking invention to the marketplace is called innovation, as per my understanding and experience. So it involves so many things. Innovation involves so many things. Your business plan, market plan, financial plan, human resources plan. All these regulatory approvals, all these things will come into play if you want to take the invention to the marketplace. The process of taking invention to the marketplace is called innovation.
Can you give me an example, sir?
That's what I told you. For example, a pharmaceutical molecule you have developed in the laboratory.
Instead of pharmaceutical, give an example with hardware. Some hardware. Hardware. Product, anything.
For example, she has developed a diabetes for detecting diabetes at very early stage using a nano sensor. Okay, she has proved the concept in the laboratory scale, making all very crude samples, a crude product, and her interest was that whether her sensor is detecting the sugar levels in the blood at a very low concentrations with a less time, cost effective or not, cost effective way. So he has invented that. Okay, that is what we call invention. So far, such kind of technique is not available. Using a nano sensor, portable nano sensor to detect sugar in the blood at a very low concentrations. By the time substantial concentration reaches in the blood, you are already diagnosed as a diabetic person. But before that, if you are able to detect at a low concentrations, probably you can take better precautions, all the regulatory, the dietary restrictions and all, you can delay the process or even control the process. So the innovation process started, thereafter she filed an application, so up to that it is an invention. So now we need to find out a person who is interested to invest in this, to take this product to the market. So we found out an investor. So investor again, he needs what? Scaling up. What she has done in the laboratory is a small piece, only one piece or maybe two pieces. You need to validate the product in the market. You need incubation. You need go to the field, test it, get samples, validate your product, it is working. And the reproducibility you have seen, the repeatability of the sensitivity you have seen, then you have scaled up also to a large number of pieces and you have seen the repeatability, reproducibility, accuracy, all these things you have established. Then next what? Then you have to establish a commercial plant. So what is required? You need a plant, you need a building, you need resources, you need manpower, and you also need to get the regulatory approvals. So all this process is part of the innovation. So very often what we also interchangeably use invention as well as innovation for the same purpose many times. But the textbook definition of invention and innovation are this. What I say.
We keep hearing about process innovation. Does that come under patents? What is process
Invention can be, the invention should have two components, either for a process or for a product, or a product by a process. So these things only will be given a patent.
So now, can you connect the dots with process innovation, sir? With this example?
The process of manufacturing, if it is new, that is what process innovation. And it is also called invention. Process invention, product invention. At the process innovation, product innovation. So generally we, in a common parlance, we use both the things very interchangeably very often. That gets the confusion.
This is the general patenting procedure in India. Okay. if we have idea but we don't have that much knowledge to implement that idea, that convert into patent, just we can file a provisional here. There is 12 months time period to improve our invention. Otherwise we have to file complete specification. After complete specification from 18 months, it will publish. Then it will open to public. Anyone can see our patent. Okay. Then after publication, within 48 months from priority date, there are 3 dates. I think priority date, filing date, publication date. Priority date means whenever our idea submits to government, that date is priority date. Filing means whenever we have to submit application form, that means patent has some structure, abstract, field of the invention, claims, detailed description, summary of the invention, problem. These all are some formulated statement, application is there. Okay, that means whenever we submit those application, that date is called filing date. That means application, filing or application date. Okay, 20 years time period is from priority date. Whenever we submit idea, from that date to 20 years we can enjoy our patent if we get grant. If we not get a grant for our invention, after 18 months publication, it's open to public. Anyone can use our technology. Okay. Then examiner will check also patentability. The examiner side also they done patentability search. They object mainly. They accept first point, novelty point. If we change something to new, if we invent some equipment, if we change the parts, then it will considered as a novel thing. It's a uniqueness, but it lacks some inventive step. He will ask every time inventive step. It is obvious. It is obvious. If we simply add these 3 patents, we can get your invention. Then we have to read those patents and we have to analyze those technology and what is the difference between our patented invention and those patents. Then we have to reply in first examination report. They will give FER, then we will provide our reply from our office or any patent services FER. In US they said office actions, then we have to give reply, office action reply. Then examiner will decide if it is grant or rejection. Sometimes he will ask hearing also. Then patent agent will attend the hearing. He will discuss. They will discuss each other. If examiner satisfied, if we got grant. After grant, there are 2 oppositions is there: pre-grant opposition and post-grant opposition. Before grant, pre-grant, and after grant, post-grant oppositions are there. I will explain later. Okay. After that, annual maintenance fee. Then patent will expire after 20 years from priority date. I already told you who can file a patent. Inventor can file a patent, and assignee of the inventor can file patent. Okay. Categories of applicants. Natural person can file a patent. Startup, any startups, small entities, large entities, educational institutes. These are the categories of applicants. Okay, here we can select, we can file a patent through agent or in online procedure also. I will show. These are the jurisdictions for filing. Patent office.
There are 2 things there.
Yes,
Natural person and
small entities.
other natural person. What is it?
That means large entities.
Natural person and other natural.
Other than natural person. Other than natural person or large entities.
Than లేదు.
Oh, okay. Inside they mentioned natural person, other natural person.
Why is it called natural person? Natural person. Why is it called natural?
Natural person means any individual inventor.
Why person? Not personal. Why the natural is added to the person? What is the meaning?
Their categories like that. There is no specific reason for natural or natural person.
Artificial intelligence will.
Tomorrow AI
AI could
comes
file
in.
Uh,
Individual person.
individual, any individual can file a patent. These are the jurisdictions for filing. We all know patent offices in our India, Mumbai, Chennai, and New Delhi and Kolkata. These are the tertiary jurisdictions and the types of patent applications. Ordinary application. In this ordinary application, application with provisional, application with complete specification, convention application, PCT national phase application, divisional applications, and patent of edition. I will explain these clearly in before slides. This is the types of patent application you have to submit form 1.
You can file your application online nowadays.
Yes, I will show that procedure also in these slides. This is the types of patent specifications, provisional or non-provisional. What is the use of this provisional specification? It secures priority data, as already told, may be filed as soon as the patentable idea comes in mind and discloses essential features of the invention. Time limit to file complete specification after provisional specification on or before 12 months. No risk of losing priority liberty to develop. Disclose it to interested person to obtain for financial support also. It will help. Provisional specification. Coming to
What happens is, when you want to make a presentation to the funding agencies like DST, DBT, where you want to submit your proposal. So there you need to disclose your innovative idea. Once you disclose it, others may copy it. So under such circumstances, or you finished your PhD topic and you want to submit your thesis. Once you submit your thesis, it goes to the public domain. But you are not ready with your complete specification. Under such circumstances, one should file a provisional application that gives the protection to your knowledge, your idea. Okay, that is the difference between a provisional application and complete specification.
Before question, we are talking about research part because the idea, the patent, whatever we want to patent, we need to cross-check with the existing data.
Yeah.
So this provision, how correctly it will be fetched? I mean, it's still just a beginning.
Provisional means you will not be having a total results with you.
Exactly.
Just only have an idea, I want to go to moon just by closing my eyes. That is your idea.
Agree.
So you can protect that idea provided you have a clarity and able to explain how you are going to reach.
But
Okay.
we will check in the search.
They will
based
not
on
do.
the
They will not
words.
do any search when you file a provisional application.
Oh, provisions are
Just
will do
only
search.
for the date purpose only. For your idea you have originated on such and such date. So far no one has thought about this idea. This idea belongs to me. To protect your idea, only people will file provisional application. They will not
Secure your
examine.
clarity.
They will not even publish the provisional application.
This part.
Nobody knows about your invention. Only just reserve the date for your idea. Once you are able to submit your complete specification, then from that date onwards, your invention will be protected. Provided if it qualifies and meets the criteria.
I will add one more point, sir. Actually, based on inventor's request only, we have to search. First of all, we have to search for any idea,
Agree.
if it is patentable or not. Sometimes inventor will tell, okay, we want provisional specification only. Actually, we are working in progress. Then we will file a patent for provisional. Okay. If inventor also don't know that invention is not patentable, then we will search for those invention. Okay, we will check for patentability check. Then we will inform the inventor. Then inventor will decide. Okay, whether to move forward or not.
After NDA.
After NDA only they will submit the entire details of invention. Before NDA, it will not protect. Okay. This one is the complete specification. Page 1 means form 2. From phase 2 onwards, field of invention, background of invention, that means prior art, whatever problems we have to solve from that our invention, advantages over prior art, and summary of the invention, statement of invention, detailed description of invention, and working examples. Followed by on fresh pages, claims. Claims are the heart of the inventions. Okay, whatever inventive points in our invention we have to claim. Those are the heart of the patent. Okay.
Sir, if the consultant violate NDA, then
in non-disclosure agreement there are some terms and conditions. We will sign those agreement. So whatever phases in that agreement.
the sign is okay. But
you
any
have to
Non-disclosure agreement is, it's a contract act. Contract Act 1872. If it violates, corresponding damages, or you can apply.
You can go to court and file a suit against him and claim for the damages for violation.
As per contract act. Okay.
Yeah, as per the contract.
Okay. This one is convention application. This is for if we want to file patent in one more foreign country, then we can choose this convention application.
So
It will
this can be for provisional also, or if it is for other countries.
no,
No.
only complete specification only we can choose this convention application. Okay.
PCT and
It-
convention only complete specification.
Okay, it gives priority date based individual to claim the benefit from the basic application by retaining its priority date. Okay, if we have to, if you want to file in one more country, then you can choose this convention application. Otherwise, you can choose PCT national phase filing. If you want to file your patent in more countries, 2 or more countries, then it will help PCT national phase application. It's based on patent cooperation treaty. It's a valuable tool to file a patent in multiple countries through this PCT. Okay.
Only with one application you can file in all these
Oh,
countries.
yes, one-time submission.
One time submission, only one application, only one language, English language.
But you have to file patent in origin country first.
Yeah. Yeah.
The timelines will be different, if I'm not wrong, for each country, isn't it, or not? When we are looking for this kind of multiple countries.
Yes, in every country they have their own rules.
On rules. So
Okay.
now,
Based on those rules
but
only,
sir
the
mentioned
examination will happen.
Yeah, yeah. Sir just mentioned like in the reason, I mean, the main wherever the location we are in. So we need to register first. How do you comment on that? So for example, origin, it is in India, so it should be complete there, and then we need to file there.
If you choose PCT national phase application,
Hmm.
okay, it will give 31 months time
Hmm.
to file patent all over world.
Hmm.
Okay, in that time period only you can file in more one country, or you can file 2 or more countries. That is the time period based on their rules only.
Okay.
In India, some rules are there. In US, some rules are there. In India, software patents are not patented, but in US, software we can file a patent for software.
Understood. So, say for example, 31 months is the time period which is there.
Yes.
Before that, can I go to the market and sell the products or not?
File your application in India and you go for manufacturing and marketing. If somebody, you have the PRT date, protection date in India on that date.
Like when will, can you give me an example, sir? Like, you mean to say protection date, no?
Oh.
So when does it calculate? From when?
From the date of filing.
The date of filing is a protection date?
Yeah. Provided if it is granted.
It is granted.
Yeah.
And that is after 30 months.
Yeah. From that date, within 31 months or 30 months. For India, if somebody wanted to file, that is 31 months. In other countries, different countries have different, but mostly 30 months. Am I right, Ashok?
Yes.
30 months.
So
Within 30
actually, people are asking about, because we didn't explain about the basic questions. That's the reason, you are asking about commercialization, right? So when we can start the commercialization? So basically, to understand that, So it's something like, if you compare with the tangible property, for example, if a land is not registered and you are building a flat on that, on top of that, so will you take that risk? So I just wanted to compare with the tangible property. For example, you have a land and that is not registered on your name, and you want to build a house, flat or house. So do you want to take the risk?
It's a risk, yeah.
So that's the reason you register and then build the flat, you commercialize whatever you want. That is true for intangible property as well. So intangible property is why we wanted to protect intangible property, because intangible property is having some special characteristics which is very dangerous. I wanted to say that is called public good characteristics. What is public good characteristics? That is non-exclusive, and another one is non-rivalry consumable. What is non-rivalry consumable? For example, if you take apple, I will compare with the tangible property. If I take one apple, so I cannot give the apple to everyone to consume at the same time, isn't it? But coming to the tangible property, coming to the intangible property, yes, you can give it to several persons. So non-rivalry consumption is there. And coming to the non-exclusive property is something like, for example, any defense system for a country. So defense system is available for taxpayers and non-taxpayers. So you cannot give the protection only for the taxpayers. So that is non-exclusive property. So this non-exclusive property also, it is there for the intangible property. For example, I will give one more example. For example, you have a house. Okay, you can give it for the license, like you can give it for the rent for one person only. At a time, only one person. That is for tangible property. If you take for intangible property, you can give license for several people. So non-exclusive property and non-rivalry consumption, these two are very dangerous. So for tangible property only we are protecting. For non-tangible property, because of these characteristics, one should definitely protect this one. You understand, right? So that's the reason commercialization we can do at any time. But that is, you are taking risk. Because if land is not registered and you are going for commercialization, definitely somebody will exploit. That is true for even intangible property also. And one more question, you guys are asking about invention and innovation, right? Invention is something like you are finding a solution for a problem. For example, earlier there is no chair, imagine. Okay, I have come up with one chair and I have patented also. So now I have come up with a cushion and I have come up with some flexibility also. Now I can go and file the patent for that cushion and extra comfortability also. That is called innovation. So you can protect the innovation. That's the reason why the patent is a negative right, because you are going for the extra part only you are claiming. That means if patent office started giving a positive right, like you can take the invention, so it will violate the previous guy. Previous guy also got the patent right, like chair he is having. So that's the reason patent office is giving a negative right. So hope this clarifies.
Invention is also a good explanation is given. Inventions means improving the existing
Innovation.
Existing invention. Improve the existing invention is also called innovation.
So that can be patented also. That can be also patented.
Yeah, that can also.
That also can be patented. That's the reason patent office is giving a negative right. It's not a positive right. That means whatever the extra you are come up with, that only you are claiming.
Yeah.
Monopoly you are claiming. That's the reason it is giving a negative right. If you want to come up with that product, you need to comply with the previous guy who has really come up with the chair. So you need to mutually have license and come up with the chair and start your company.
Okay.
And somebody is asking about priority date. Anybody is asking? Yeah. Yes, please.
So I
So-
was asking, each country have different kinds, tenures.
Yeah, I need to discuss about national treatment. First, I need to discuss about the Paris Convention. Paris Convention is nothing but in 1883. There is an exhibition in the Paris. So in this exhibition, they invited so many countries. Whoever has come up with the invention, they invited to the Paris. So but nobody is ready to share their invention because they are scared that their invention might be stolen by somebody else. That's the reason in the Paris Convention, why we are saying that is the first multilateral convention in the history of the industrial property, which it came in 1883. So that's the reason we have come up with, that means we means international community has come up with one convention which gives three rights. One is national treatment. It doesn't matter. For example, in my country, if somebody files a patent and another nation, for example, some person from USA, Juliana, he files the patent, so both will get the equal right. That is called national treatment. So that is enshrined in our Patent Act because we signed a Paris Convention also. And second one is independence of the patent. For example, if patent I file here and I also filed in USA within 12 months through Paris Convention or within 31 months through PCT. If it fails here, doesn't mean that that will reflect same thing in USA. So that is independence of the patent. If you file in US or if you file somewhere else in the world, doesn't mean that if that is granted there, it should grant here also. It doesn't mean that it is granted here, it should not grant there. So that is called independence of the patent. This is the second rule. And third rule is, very important rule, is a right to priority. So that is 12 months we are talking. So somebody is asking about priority, right? So, for example, I have one invention. So I want to file a patent in India. So same invention I wanted to protect in some other country, in the Europe, maybe in Germany. So within 12 months I have to file in Germany. First I will file here, within 12 months I have to file. So first I will file, for example, I filed in India. So that will be the priority date after 12 months in Germany, within 12 months. So in that way, the patent will be secured both Germany and India. For example, if you take PCT, for example, if you want to file in 5 or 6 countries, it is very difficult to file simultaneously within 12 months. It's very tough, right? You never know like what is the market conditions in those countries, as Sahu said, market level or something he said, right? Technology level or something. So for that they have given a 31 months. That is called another multilateral treaty agreement, that is called PCT. So that's how we get a 31 months. Within 31 months, you can file your invention and you can protect your invention. So because we have these 3 agreements, I told right, national treatment and independence of the patent and right to priority. So we all are bound by, that means whoever part of the multilateral treaty, we all are bound by that. So according to that, it will proceed. And one more agreement we need to discuss, that is called TRIPS agreement. That has come from the World Trade Organization. Because everybody is having their own law. So earlier, before 2005, all patent acts are not similar. For example, if you take US Patent Act and our Patent Act and some other patent act, it is all completely different. So to make it uniform, some extent, those are called minimum level. That they impose it through TRIPS agreement. TRIPS agreement is nothing but trade related aspects of intellectual property. So through that, actually the minimum set every country has to implement in their patent act. So that is the agreement. Because why for intellectual property, why we are giving all these agreements? Because the investment and business, because for example, some in USA, somebody want to invest here. If the laws are compliant with their country and minimum TRIPS agreement compliance, then they are happy to invest in our country, so our GDP also will grow. So that is the main reason we compliant with the TRIPS agreement. So that's how all these 3, national treatment and independence of the patent and right to priority, everything, it got into our system. And also TRIPS agreement will give the flexibility also, because each and every economy of a country is not same. For example, if you take in Africa, their economy is different, their GDP is different, their social conditions are different. And coming to the USA, it is a full developed country. So for that, some flexibilities they have given in the TRIPS agreement. So the flexibilities are, the flexibility part will be different, remaining all will be same. In here.
So all, say for example, if it is for in one single country or 2 countries or 3, 5 countries, will the provision also be added that one, the 12 months period?
Yeah, right to priority is there for almost, if you take Paris Convention, 170 countries are agreed with that.
provision also.
Which provision?
When the idea initially started.
No, it says you file for a provisional patent in India.
Yeah, but that provisional
Will
and
that be
complete.
valid in other countries?
No, provisional and complete specification is, that is the concept of India only.
That's
So if it goes to international, only complete specification, complete set of the invention.
Specification in international arena. You want to seek protection in foreign countries, it is only through complete specification. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Quickly.
Oh, got stuck. Okay.
next time 10 minutes cover change.
మీరు extemp. No slides for
10
you.
minutes.
10 minutes you have to give the essence. Nectar. ఎందుకలా అవుతుంది?
Well, it's being.
అరగంటకు సార్ అది వస్తారు.
అలా ప్రోగ్రామ్ చేశారా? మీరు పాజ్ పట్టుకోండి, మూవ్ చేయండి, మర్చిపోతుంది పాజ్ చేస్తుంటే, దాని మెమరీ ఈస్ బీయింగ్ లాస్ట్. అయిపోయింది. Yeah, we are talking about this.
Completed. This one was completed.
Then
This కూడా అయిపోయింది. Yeah.
This one not.
This one is
additional.
divisional patent application. Okay, if we have lack of unity of invention, if invention have two inventive points, then it will suggest, examiner will suggest, or patent office will suggest you separately file one more application. That one is divisional application. Okay.
So as per rule, every patent application should cover only one invention.
okay.
If there are more than one invention,
Divisional.
divisional application has to be filed.
And next one is patent of edition. If we improve or any modifications to already patented invention, then will be coming under this patent of edition.
What Ashok has mentioned, the child with the comfort.
Part.
That one is separate, sir. That one is continue. If you are the same inventor, first you invent chair, then if we develop modifications to that chair, that means you are adding cushion, everything. That means
Enhancing.
continuation
Same.
applications, continuation,
Next
continuation impart. If we invent a pen and if we invent a cap, that one is continuation impart patents.
Okay.
Those type of those coming under those. This is the patent of edition, improvements and modification to already one granted patent is there. If we modify those or if we change or if we improve, that one is coming under this
So
patent
that's
of
equal
edition.
to one patent only.
Equality of
Yes,
patent.
equal to one patent.
So that's what the patent attorney or agent has to take a call on this. Our invention falls on what type of application.
If you want request for early publication, we have to submit Form 9. Okay. If we want early publication, actually it's take 18 months time from submission of our application. If we will submit Form 9, then it will publish within 1 month. Request for
fees also.
with specified fees. Request for examination, we have to submit Form 18. If we no request, no examination and no patent. A request for examination must be made within 48 months after the priority date. Okay. Expedited examination, we have to submit Form 18A. That means early examination. Here also, but an expedited examination request is for some special categories only. Those are women entrepreneur and startup applications and application with ISA or IPA India and government educational institutions. They have the chance to request for early examination. Startups, women entrepreneur, ISA or IPA in India.
How
Next,
quick is
government
that?
education.
How quick? How short?
That means we have to request for examiner. Examiner will take care of it.
So 1 month
the
or 2 months?
Yeah,
How
that's
many
the
duration?
After
Expedited.
After 48 months, within 48 months, we have to request for early examination.
No, this
Examiner
is
will decide.
expedited examination.
Yes, this is the early examination.
You may get
But how
within
long
1
it
year
will
also.
take, that's what nobody
Patent
knows.
grant you may
Nobody-
get 1 year also.
But it is less than the normal route, but it will go also, there are two queues. One for the regular examination, 48 months. Other one is for the expedited examination.
But how much
Depending
time
upon-
that's there? But how much time it will take?
Time is not in our control. But
The queue
definitely,
mark.
That's your answer.
there are
So
two
you are in
separate
a
queues.
separate queue, that's it.
Yeah.
No,
And
but the
then-
question is that 12 months after the or else overall 31 or
13th
48
month చేయొచ్చండి 13th month.
India,
12 months is different, sir. 12 months is for provisional one.
Okay.
After complete specification,
Uh.
18 months time taken to publish. It is in public domain.
Okay.
Then we have a chance to early publication.
Okay.
That is not granted one. Just to publish our patent. We have publication number. That means in with year it will come.
Okay.
That have more chances to get a grant. After examination only it will
see,
decide.
publication, early publication, generally it happens within 1 month of paying your fee and paying your application, submitting your application. But the same thing is not guaranteed in examination. Examination will take its own time because there are two separate queues. Definitely it will be less than the normal examination if you pay early examination.
5 days early, okay.
There are incidents we got even grant also within 6 months also from Andhra University. All depends on the queue there.
This is the online patent filing procedure. Okay. In step 1, e-gateways, you have to click on e-gateways. Step 2 is e-filing patents. You have to check for e-filing patents. After that, you have to log in with our attorney ID.
And you should have a digital signature if you want to file yourself. So that is why better to go through a patent agent.
Patent agent or patent service. Step 3, log in with attorney ID. Step 4, new application. Step 5, e-application filing. That means convention or divisional or patent of edition.
All menu driven nowadays, all this filing process.
And your details, applicant name, inventor name, everything, date of filing, everything. These are the documents required to file a patent applications. Form 1 is for application for grant. Form 2 is for provisional or complete specification. Form 3 statement of foreign filing. Form 5 declaration as to inventors. Form 26 power of authority. Form 9 request for early publication if required. Form 18 request for early examination. Form 18A expedited examination if required.
What is early exam? That is just request for exam.
Request for examination only, Form 18. Okay, Form 18A expedited examination if required, early examination. Next, certified copy of convention application. I have to submit these documents.
Form 28.
Everything.
No, it's not there.
If it is a startup academic institute,
Start,
early publication, that also.
Okay. Form 4 is for request for extension of time. That means if we miss the renewal fee,
So
okay,
there are about
then
30 forms are there. You need to use those forms at different stages of your prosecution.
yes, yes, sir.
No details.
Okay. Then types of oppositions in India: pre-grant opposition and post-grant opposition. Okay.
Okay, many more slides.
Two slides. Pre-grant opposition and post-grant oppositions
You
are
can
there.
talk in case it's not working. You know the process.
We get started.
You will close this end. So just you can talk about the pre-grant and post-grant.
Pre-grant means before grant, anyone can file, anyone can oppose that patent to examine, to examiner. Okay. Post-grant means there is no time period to extension of that time. Within
1 year of grant.
within 1 year of grant, we have to oppose that application. Okay. We have to submit opposition to that client. That one is post-grant opposition.
So anyone can oppose granting of the patent. In a research paper, there is no opposition. Whatever you send, and if the editor is satisfied, he will publish it. But whereas in the patent, that is a difference. It can be opposed 2 times, before grant, even after grant also. So that is the one reason why USPTO is not happy with Indian patent system. I think we have only one opposition, not 2 oppositions.
For pre-grant, there is no charges. For post-grant, there is charges.
But now in the amendments, they want to charge pre-grant also. Yeah. Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was able to give a broad overview of the patent process and the steps involved. Thank you very much. And Ravi?
Is there time or
Yeah, time is there always for good things.
No, people, it's not. We might feel good, but we have to see how people are.
No, they're all seekers of knowledge. That is why they're all here.
Okay. So I'll try and keep it to 10 minutes. Let me time myself. Okay, somebody on the 9th minute tell me shut up, and I will, within a minute I will. Okay, quickly what we are. Of course, objective is to create successful entrepreneurs, and and this is leading to GDP and local employment. And of course, Mission 2025 is we want to be India's largest integrated multidisciplinary university incubation system. Because today we have a system where 2 faculty within the department don't talk. So now we are trying to create a system where pharmacy department comes to computer science and says, okay, I have my drug discovery life cycles, can you do some AI stuff, and then try and reduce it, like doing research together and trying to come up with commercial stuff together. Today we also have a system which we are trying to break that mold. Very few people like Madam go beyond the TRL level 3. So that's something that we are trying. We hopefully try to be successful within the academic incubation ecosystem. We'll forget all these things. I'll just put the whole thing in one picture. Okay, this is what we want to be. We would be probably by December 2025. We'll be about 2 lakh square feet of incubation space. Today we are about 1,10,000. This number was 200. We moved it to 300, probably 350. We aim for 200 startups. Currently we have 157 on the campus, 53 waiting for space, another 7 being given grants. So we are already near 200. By June we will give them most of them the space, and then we should be 218 months early than what we targeted for. So probably by 2025 December we should be about 350 startups. We are about and student interns will take advantage. The employment that is created is expected to be 1,800 to 2,000 people on campus will be directly employed, and about 500 crores of either exports or import substitution, make in India. So this is what we currently manage under our hub. So one is the incubation, and also for about 4 months skill, and I call it prototype because that's something that is missing today when we were talking about NRF ranks and all that stuff. Where we lack is, while I've got all the startups to come into the campus, but there are 3 levels: idea, prototype and startup. And idea and prototype, we are falling very short on that. Ideas, people will come up with a lot of stuff. We take them through the system and say, okay, acceptable, not acceptable, but nobody is getting into hardcore like a maker's lab and trying to do stuff. So that's the reason that I've also taken that up. So on the incubation, we have 3 types. One is the partner managed, which is startups managed, which are sizable startups manage their own. One is a biotech, one is on a drone, and one is on loco technologies. Then AU managed is all that. All the greens are already up there and running. The yellows are the ones which will be set up in the next 6 months. The blues is something like the STPI, which is taking about 1.5 years from now before it's ready. So that is partner managed, which is NASCOM and STPI, which have got them onto the campus to start off. So then, okay, we have 3 incubation centers, one on the north and one we're setting up in the south campus. So this is one interesting part out here which is coming up. 2 things that are coming up: AU Element and AU Indo-Dutch project, which is we've been more than 10 days roaming around in our pool, Lambasingi, Paderu, Hukumpet, Sitampet. So we're going to probably set up things like, we're getting into things like setting up a processing line for pineapple and jackfruit, which is a lot of things gets wasted, value addition. If you want to try and see how jackfruit is a superfood and vegan meat alternative, because that's available only 4 months, so we want to do something there. So that's something called, you can go and check out this guy in Goa who's doing the great stuff called, it's wako.com, WAKAO, with jackfruit. Just for a price differential if you want to talk, because things that we go into on the ground and try to do stuff. The price of jackfruit, raw stuff, which is get picked up by the media, lot of middlemen who come and pick up stuff, mostly from Orissa, Chhattisgarh. Usually they get paid about 5 to 6 rupees per kg, the raw fruit, which is very early stage, which is used for your panaskai biryani, which is the jackfruit biryani that they make. So they pick it up at very 6 rupees, just the one that reaches from the tribal area into your Raitu Bazaar here. They take out the outer skin and it's called pottu, that's sold at 40 rupees a quarter kg. So that's about 160 rupees nearly, or so probably 160 rupees a kg, so 6 rupees, 1 kg of loss, so 5 kg raw stuff, 30 rupees becomes about 640 rupees here. So see the amount of value addition that's they're not doing. So we're now trying to set up cold storage supply chain along with ref vans, which is refrigeration vans, to build it, take it here, along with the element, which we procured about 5 crores worth of food, research lab, which will certify for the nutrition value, but we are now asking for another 5 crores for certification for natural organic stuff. So that's one, and along with, that's the AU Indo-Dutch thing, which we are working, 6 crores from central and 4 crores from the Department of Horticulture State. I'm talking to the commissioner, probably that will happen. So then AU Element, we have about 55,000 square feet where we're going to set up pharma, bio, genomics, and including food will be there. So when we are saying multidisciplinary, we are tech, biotech, medtech, pharma, genomics, food, marine, environment, energy, of course. Then comes the other concept, which is rural, rural or tribal, woman-led this stuff. We are absolutely doing bad on the woman-led startups. We're just about 7 or 8. Vizag does a great job there, but we soon probably, once we get into the food thing, we would probably have that stuff. So these are some of the buildings that we have. Incubators owned by us and by partner organizations. STPI is going to set it up about 25,000, going to about 70,000. So this is our impact. So this is basically, we have about, this is up to November, but today we have, because of wanting of space, we are about 157, 8 startups graduated, 68 crores of funds received from HNIs, venture capitalists, angel investors. There were 341 interns on that day, probably we crossed about 400 now. About 608 employees as of today in that ecosystem. 114,000 square feet operational or built up. Operational is only 56,000 and about 100. We do on an average 8 to 10 events in a month. Some portfolio of startups that are there. Host of events, things that we do. So there's a set calendar. On the extreme right to you is our partner organizations. We do it with TAI, NASCOM, US Consulate, Nexus Incubator USA, G20, WIT-AP, the organizations, other institutions like WIT-AP, ITAP is the IT Association of Andhra Pradesh, AP Chambers, ALCO Partners is the angel investment and mentoring and nurturing firm. So this is July-December time frame, which we have done. In fact, one thing got delayed, which is the last one that you see, is the drone triathlon, which we did a day before yesterday. Teams competing with their drones on capacity, lift, weightlifting capability, to drone race, to other stuff, to hurdle path and other stuff. So EV, we have done it. One large program probably we've done, which is with Tech Team Solutions. We do statewide programs. We do hackathons that are once in 2 months, but we did something called ATL, Andhra Tech League, which is for schools. This is a surprise element for us. 780 schools, ATLs participated, 780 teams, and in 6 competitions in 5 locations across the state. Finals were held in AU, 160 teams, and these are all 6th, 7th, 8th graders. In fact, yesterday's hackathon on wellness and health, the second prize winners were 8th graders competing with the students and startups. So today competition you can expect from whatnot, different places. These kids are really super good. I really love these kids. They are part of a hack club, which is Elon Musk's own. So they've set up their own hack club in Sarada Vidyanilayam, Pratibha Vidyanilayam. These are schools that you probably have never heard in a very near the Satyam Junction or the Tech Mahindra Junction. So these are people, you will find surprises. Even on that day of the Andhra Tech League, the winning teams largely are tribal schools. So there's a lot of innovation, grassroots, which is there, lying there. I could see mentors coming up on stage, which is the teachers crying, and it's like their own kids. Probably I'll not do that even with my own kids. So much of emotional attachment. So great stuff. So these are demos and investor meets that we connect people with. These are industry live use cases. People come, they present their use cases, and then startups get to work with them and then take over and then do work with them. I have my own startups. Okay, basically my background, my last corporate role was I was Chief of Quality for Tech Mahindra. I was also on the board. Then I moved out because I wanted to be in Vizag, built 2 companies, sold them, and I'm building another 5. Now coming for, this is all events that we do. So this is, Startup Saturdays happens here. You can see related to the photographs. We do a lot of workshops. We do a lot of hackathons. There should be some pictures of one. We're doing one with Bio right across the country. We're doing a national level hackathon with AMTZ next month, or is it March? That's the center is all AMTZ. Last time what we did, AMTZ when Tata Institute of Cancer, what is that? Fundamental Research Head, who is a Padma. Head is a Padma Bhushan. So he's the person who's given out the prizes and who was there as a judge. I don't remember his name, but So the Bombay Tata Institute of Cancer Research. Fundamental Research is Bangalore, I think.
No.
Mumbai. Okay, he heads that. He's the director. He's a Padma. He was there. So we are repeating that this year again. So big ideathons and other stuff. These are all the student engagement activities that we do. Unfortunately, we are not getting a lot of faculty to come in and be part of this. We would love to have them be a part of this stuff. So design stuff to whatnot. In fact, last 3-4, this week we have 6 events going on. This week we do events with Google, whatnot. This has been there, done that. Only is India or Vizag's only live talk show, which is very popular, run by Divakar. So these are all, we have 2 startups which are in the Forbes 200 startups to watch out for. We have one Forbes 30 under 30, one 40 under 40. So there's a lot of people, and we basically ranked 4-star for 2 years on the IIC, and we are in the NRF, we are in the 11 to 50 band, which is in about 20 months we could achieve to be among the top, we are actually in the top 20, so we would love to continue to do well. On my own experience with patents, so this is from the AHA perspective, but I own 5 startups, 1 deep tech, 1 in fintech, 1 in HR tech, 1 in HR tech, deep tech, fintech, IoT, pure play IT, and now getting into one more IoT startup. So I've invested about 1 crore of rupees in an IoT startup, where the sales was just 6 lakh rupees at that time. So why should I put in 1 crore of rupees in a company for 10% of the stake? Is because of 2 patents that they had, and I knew the value of those patents. And my first tryst with patent and the friend who lost a lot of money is I did my research from Indian Institute of Science. There was this guy in VLSI design. He sold his patent for about 7 lakh rupees to Motorola. Just 7 lakh rupees. And then Motorola sold it to AT&T for $17 million in just a matter of less than a year. So you have to know how much to sell it to. So it is not just basically whether you did a technology transfer or not, but you should know how much do you sell it to. So the patent rights have been sold for pretty low values that I know. And then I currently, for the startups like a deep tech startup, which is basically we're building a semiconductor, we are in the semiconductor space. We're building a coprocessor, AI-based coprocessor. So that's all patents. Of course, we currently valued at $17 million, but if something goes wrong, if the patent isn't right, we have some issues there. Of course, we would love to have a great exit from Qualcomm or Intel or somebody buying us out. We are already doing benchmarking. We are better than the i7. We are now doing all of the benchmark studies. So, but as we were talking, the valuation of 17 million for that semiconductor startup, where currently if you ask us what is our revenue, zero, zilch, nothing. We're just building this thing. We just won. Okay, one thing that we have to a credential is we are one of those 14 startups out of some 4,800 odd startups that have been identified by CDAC and MIT to be part of the C2S program. It is 5 crores of grant is given as part of Chip to Startup program. 5 crore is about $600,000 given by Government of India for 18 months for this chip development. So we got that grant, but we got $4 million of investment ready. And I'm also just getting into 5% stakeholder in a company called DreamBot, which is also incubated there. My own classmate, he's been in Silicon Valley, he was a product development guy. We're developing a completely automated kitchen, complete automation along with including and integrating with the humanoid also. So that we've just started. We have also filed about 7 patents as of today, including the new way of washing machine. And so everything is included, is integrated out there. I think we'll land up with 40 odd patents in this whole thing. And we already have CTO of Microsoft investing about 605 crores Indian rupees is what he's already committed. We are doing the term sheets and all the stuff. So patents, of course, are the ones which are creating value for us. Even before whether we even sell a rupee or make a rupee out of it, the patents are making us value. Yeah, we're getting all the valuations because of the patents, and then the huge potential to make money is what, because of course, as Sir was talking, it is a sort of a guarantee that you have that, okay, in the future you can make money out of that. If not me, I know I can sell it off. There's already expression of interest for a DreamBot coming from Panasonic and others. So long way to go, but in the university we're trying to do a lot of things, trying to change the culture, need a lot of help. Madam has set the seed and we are now taking it forward. So a lot of things required to take these things forward, and hopefully, thanks for being here today. Thanks for lasting through the day. Did not know how many people will last through it. That I think we done, sir. Over to you for the close. ARIA is that now they made it NIRF. ARIA has become part of this thing. So ARIA ranking is the NIRF ranking now. NIRF, they've included a new ranking called NIRF Innovation Ranking. In that, by the university is 73, 77, I think, but we are at 20. We are at actually 15th ranked in India.
Back to 4 years back, Andhra University is 15th or 18th or something.
In the NIRF ranking,
We not participated.
we are zero. We never had innovation as a ranking. It's only last 2 years because we did not have any startups and all that. NIRF innovation ranking started only 2023, and this year innovation as a thing got. I know Lalita Bhaskari madam is calling me because in the NIRF ranking, the weightage of 15% now is gone up because they've added startups and all that stuff as part of the whole thing. We were getting about 2.5 and all that because there was nothing else to be projected. So now that got included in this. So the weightage that we also now carry, because along with NIRF overall, NIRF University, NIRF Pharma, NIRF Engineering Management, you have NIRF Innovation as one more ranking. So that's now become a part of the ecosystem now. So we are no more ARIA. ARIA is ARIA, Kapila, all these are the places, UP, IIC, you put all your data, but all is collated together and given a rank. Okay, thank you. Any questions? More than happy to take it outside.
And tea is being arranged there. Kindly join.
Yeah, we can talk over tea and then.
And I'm very thankful to all of you for attending this important FDP or the workshop, and especially we are thankful to Andhra University Alumni Association, the chairman and the relations officer, Vagira, Mrs. Vagira is here. Can you, madam, please stand up and receive a bouquet from our side? for all your support. Thank you. So she is the owner of this facility. She has given this facility to us free of cost. Otherwise, they charge 30,000 rupees for this place. So we are very, very thankful to you and the management of AAA for letting this space given to us, and really we enjoyed.
Please do conduct more and more sessions here, sir.
Thank you. So really, I'm very, very grateful to all of you for sparing your valuable time since morning to evening. I hope all of you are equipped with some new knowledge, additional knowledge in this domain.
Yes.
That is what is required. The awareness level is hardly anything in our state about intellectual property rights. Less than 0.00001%. Okay? So all of you.
Let's have a group photo.
Yeah, okay, we'll take it. Where can we take? Here only?
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Like last time.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Thank you, Juliana. Special thanks to you.
Particularly Juliana, she has come all the way in spite of her jet lag. She is spending the whole day with us. If I were in her place, I would have gone and slept.
She's already hallucinating.
So, good. Hope.
It's not the jet lag, it's the pani puri working.
Come, please, all of you can come and join here. Let us take for a small group photograph. We are all present here. Quick. Come, please, all of you, please join us. Ramesh?
Oh, yes, sir.
I'll call Shiva.
I think as the last one who will take.
Yeah, we will take.
No.
We can exchange.
Use my mobile.
Okay.
Some kind of technology.
No, you're being.
Drone that just flies
You're already
over.
live. You will transmit it.
Oh yeah, one of the specs, right?
So we'll hold you accountable to whatever you say because it's all being recorded.
Oh great. I should have been warned beforehand.
Yeah, it's live thing. Okay, everyone.
Thumbs up. Everybody.
Should I say cheeseburger here?
Everyone.
Oh, you can say it.
Funny.
Okay, one more.
Let us laugh.
Thank you.
Thumbs up. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Ashok, for proposing a group photo. Otherwise, you have forgotten.
Thank you.
No, absolutely not. But it's absolutely gorgeous. I like the theme. Yes, you do. I'm on there. Yeah. I'm sitting next to I work with a lot of people internationally. It seems to be the best way to do
ఏం లేదు కదా తీసుకురండి ఏం తీసామని ఏం తీయలేదు కదా
This is your WhatsApp. In radio station?
ఎవరిదన్నా తెచ్చారా?
Still the video is running? Yes. I think we need to turn off. Stop.